Let's have a look what this is like today. Right, let's have a... Let's see where we are. Okay. Let's have a look. Are we there? Right then, let's click a screen. Let's see if we've... Let's just do the setup. Let's see if I can see. Let's see live video. Let's see, where are we? Let's have a look. Ah, there we go. Morning, Trudy True. Hi, Jan. Okay, now then, I'm hoping you like the screen setup because I've wiggled it around. So hopefully I'm nice and clear. Hopefully you can hear me. All the usual bits and bobs into it, really. So, hi, Louise. Let me put that over there. Okay. Oh, morning, Jan. Morning, Jane. Oh, am I going to be able to sit down now? What do you reckon? Might be able to just see this. Morning, Catherine. I've got a frog in my throat. Never good. Right then, hopefully you like my setup. So, setup is, let me have a look. I can't move my mat because I've stuck it down as such. Well, double-sided tape. That means you're taking a stick. But, yeah. Morning, Philippa. I have changed the direction of my camera so you get more of this. For Sylvia, because Sylvia says, can we twiggle around? So I actually had to download an app, which was ridiculous. So, you know, craziness. Morning, Agaith. So I had to download an app to make sure my screen turned this direction, which was shocking, really. But anyway, we got there in the end. So we're with the right direction, I believe. It's just my pair of hands with me this morning. Just me, myself and I, and obviously you guys in the ethos. So, morning, Ali. Lovely for you to join me. I've got my little pad over here. So, hopefully I'm not going to miss any comments. I have got the set of acrylic sprays. So, this is what we're going to be using today. Morning, Terry. Hi, Sylvia. Right, Sylvia, I need to know, have I got the seal of approval with my screen now? Just that's all I need to know, Sylvia. Have I got the correct screen for you? Because this is what you're getting. I just need to hear the reply before we continue. You know, there's a delay. Morning, Trace. Bless you, Cottons. Thank you all very much for joining me. Morning, Lynn. Yes, totally. Boom! In the room. Okay, obviously, you know it's coming. Lavinia, the Halaganza. I have to make sure my teeth are in to say that. Join us. I'm going to pop over. I love it there. It's like my second home, to be fair. I wish I could just, you know when it closes, you want to just hide behind something and just live there. You know, it's absolutely fine. I love Fairy HQ. It's brilliant. So anyway, loads of inspiration. I love meeting everybody. Especially, it's nice to meet you guys. Morning, Lee. So yeah. So anyway, further ado. Now, obviously, I've got other bits. Where am I putting that? I'll put it down there on my side. Now, I've got some of the Tim Holtz sprays, which I like to use, and then I got the Lavinia acrylic sprays. Fabulous. I bought the range, so I've got all the colours. But what a difference in sprays! They are a messy spray. I love it. Mind you, all sprays are messy. But the effects that they give, now as an acrylic, when they dry, they're permanent. But I thought, Halloween's coming. How good is a few blood splatters? Morning, Chris. Bless you. Thank you for joining me. And then obviously they're going to complement the new witches stamps. But I just thought, let's have a mess around. Because Sundays is a mess around with backgrounds, just to get you all in the ethos of different backgrounds. Because I think sometimes you have to have a good background. Morning, Fiona. A good background will actually set your card off. So this was my play around with my first with the sprays, and I put in. I actually picked a little thing with some of the paints, and instead of using my little pot of expensiveness, I used some of the. Let me grab. Where are they? Some of the Gansy Tambi. Oh, I'm sitting down today. My voice might sound a little different. Morning, Michelle. So I splattered some of those around, and something, they make an amazing finish with these. But they're lovely to actually do one. Now, as I'm talking backgrounds, I might, if we get a chance, just do some quick moves with you. But my main one today is just the craziness with that. So let's crack on. Now, I have got some stamps because we're concentrating on backgrounds. I mean, bits of paper stuck on. I've got some tags. Now, my tags, I had to play about with the moon and some backgrounds. Some of the stencils, moon, our little munchkins, so they're all there for us to plan. Let's get some card. Let me put some paper down because, like I say, it is messy. So let's put that down as to capture the mess. Let me put another piece of paper down. Because, like I say, this is messy. It is messy. Right then. Okay, so I've got some cheap tags. Now, the reason why I say cheap tags is because I'm playing. When we've done backgrounds before, if we get a chance, we'll start making some of these up as well, because these were from the other week, and when we just started to do little bits and bobs. So I've got them here on the sideline ready. Morning, Jackie. So Amazon's favourite friend, Amazon, Temu, wherever you get your bits and bobs from. Obviously, Lavinia, the watercolour paper. I'm messing around, so unless I'm doing something that I want to do for somebody or to showcase, then I will use the good quality stuff. But while we're playing around, I use cheap card, I use cheap tags. So I want to learn from my happy mistakes, and I know a few of you have been posting, I've done this and I've done that. Just remember, they're your interpretations. So I'm going to put down, let's put them over there, and you'll just see how messy they are. But I found the cranberry red makes brilliant blood splatters. So that was cranberry red. And I did actually, let me put that there. These were some of the Tim Holtz Scorched Timber, which I just edged around here. But the rest of this is the acrylic spray. So when you do spray, let me get a piece of card and just show you how it splotches out. So this is, again, this is nothing fancy. This is my cheap 300 GSM. So it's a good thickness card, so I know that I can absolutely splatter it to death. But let me just show you. Obviously, you need to give them a good shake. Morning, Dawn. Because obviously they stand up, everything's going to accumulate down the bottom. So give them a really good spray. Now, I'm gonna spray some colours on here, but if I just give you an idea of, let's just whack these down. So there's brick, burnt umber, emerald green. Hopefully you're going to be able to see these. Midnight blue, claret, periwinkle. Let's whack them up there. Let's get the other ones down. And then you've got white, the yellow, sun yellow, my bad. Morning, Linda. Morning, Jane. Teal, bright orange, cranberry, and chartreuse. Oh, funky green. My words. So that's the full set. And when I buy a product, I like to buy a set, unless there's like 20 million of them and they're really mega expensive. So at least now I've got the colour range. So if any of you have got a certain colour, morning, Philip. Morning, Jackie. If some of you have actually got certain colours, let me know and I can try and manipulate them. Morning, Joe. So I just want to show you, because like working and splattering these down, that was a bit of everything on there. So I'm going to think about, because obviously the challenge is autumn colours, I want to spray down just to show you. I'm going to do what I feel is autumn colours to me. So we could do the burnt umber, the brick, and then obviously the orange. Yeah. Morning, Philip. Hope you're well. And then I might even put in a bit of the greens, but I don't want it to go too dark, because to me, let's give them a shake anyway. So, not sure whether or not. So there's one squirt. Now you can go quite close and it splatters out. You can come up here. And again, it really comes out now. Already, I'm covered. So you can wear gloves, you know, do what you feel right. So I'm going to put some of the brick down now. Morning, Andy. Hope you're well, my darling. And this brick colour has got that lovely reddish, like proper old reddy sort. You know, when you look at the old bricks. And then we've got burnt umber. So, again, it's a powerful colour. So if you come up, look, it just goes everywhere. Even on the tags. Good job, I'll be doing them over. So to me, you can add a bit of water. You can move it around. So on here now, I am going to use my magical water sprayer. Now this, to me, I love the way this sprays out. So it's not anything to do with products, far from it, because I wouldn't recommend it. But it's all about just getting that movement. Now, you can look at this when it's dry and... Morning, Marie. Nah, don't worry. Oh, hello. Celebrating your sister's 40th. Yes, I hope you had fun then. Back from the airport. Well, I hope it was... you know, sometimes when you get to these family events, it's either disastrous or it's absolutely fabulous. So I hope you've had the most fabulous time, Marie. So already, I actually like the way that that's going. So let's pull it back. Let's move it around a little and let me just get it dry. Now, you can dab it, which means you'll lose that little... Let me just move things out of the way. You could lose some of that intensity of the colour. So allow it to soak into the paper. Now, luckily, obviously, I broke Mandy's. Well, I didn't break it. It bounced off my knee. I needed a crutches to get back and everything. But, oh, I'm glad you had a great time, Marie. That's fabulous. But, yeah, dry off. And then, depending on your urgency to create... Move it around again. So allow those drips. Because to me that looks quite spooky now. And don't worry about your card folding. There's ways and means of like turning it round and doing it on the back. Yes, again, honestly, the deep red. See, look at that. That deep red, which is like sort of, I suppose, the brick. I might pop a... Well, I'm going to show you how to do some fabulous blood splatters. The blood splatters are brilliant for Halloween. So if you're going to a Halloween party, or you're going to take a gift, or even something for the neighbours, everybody's different wherever they are for what they celebrate. I love Halloween more so than Christmas. Now you see, I've just dabbed that off and I've pulled. So again, you can do that and give the different sort of... Again, it's like anything else. If you dab it while there's ink on there, if you want to allow it to dry fully, put it away. Do a couple of these and put them at the side and then go to them. Have a cup of tea, that's how Joe would say. Cup of tea, chill out, and then come back to it, because then they'll be fully dry. And if you want it perfectly flat, put something on it to pull it out. You can tape the ends off, with a bit of washi tape. And there you go. But to me... I can say that, you can have some tree depth in that. You can cut that off and that would be a lovely background for a card. Okay. So, I'm gonna put that to a side and let it dry down. And I'm going to do, with regards to some of these tags. Now, I'm going to put a couple up first. And again, I'm going to do a mix of colours. So, like I say, these are just really cheap. Very, very cheap, basically. Now, I loved the yellow and the green combination. So, what I first done was, instead of spraying, I thought I wanted to add a little bit of depth in. So, I literally just screwed off. Morning, Diane. Morning, Susan. Ah, don't worry, I've been cutting hubby's hair. I hope he's got hair left. Has he had the Lionel Blair cut? And all I'm doing is just splashing. Now, you can be as crazy as you want with this. And again, be mindful. It's a acrylic ink. Wet ink, if it goes on your clothes, unless my magic tip for getting stuff like that out of your clothes is literally get some of the alcohol spray when COVID was around. Yeah, I just put that over everything, it gets out. So on that now, I'm now going to get this. I love this. This green is just, it's like a toxic gun sort of thing. So I want to just trickle it. Look at that. Look at that little squirrel. It's a shame it just doesn't do that all the time, but there you go. Now, I quite like that. So on this particular one, I'm now just going to spray a bit of water. I just want to move things around. And I'm going to take it down there. Now, oh yeah, look at that. Now, if you want to hold it down without doing things on, you can hold it down with whatever you've got, whether it be, I don't know, some brush. Yeah, you could do it like this and dry it off. Let's dry these off. Morning, Marie. Is that a pixie? I love it. Oh dear. Has he got a short pixie cut, which means bald, or has he got a long pixie cut? I love it. Don't worry, we don't want photos, but I'm sure somebody in the group would turn around and say, "Oh, get some photos." Anyway, what's everyone doing this Sunday? Everyone got their veggies ready? Everyone's got the meat on slow cooking? You know, or is any of you going out nicely? Bald, I love it. Oh, class. You have to pimp yourself out, Susan. You know, if anybody needs any DIY haircuts, Susan's the lady to go to. So already I really like that sort of, now there's a couple of blobs on there, but that's okay. Let's take them off. So that's with me just splatting the ink down without spraying it. So I'm going to do a couple more, and then we can get some blood splatters on these. And then again, let's turn this over. Because this paper, you can also use this as background as well when you've when you've totally splattered it out. Naughty, ain't we? It's all right. You won't hurt him. Now, I'm going to spatter these with the yellow. So I'm doing different to the other ones because anything I make through the month will go in for the drawer. So any of the tags I make today will go into a big bundle. So it's not just one tag you'll have. It'll be the lot because I'm nice like that. Now, you could, again, I'm just going to be mindful. If there's ever such a thing in my life. Right, let's have a look. Let's do a really heavy splatter. So again, all we do is just take the end out and splatter, because you haven't got to spray these. You can utilise them. I'm thinking of like tipping them in, and that might be something we have a look at in a minute actually. Putting them down onto something and then painting with them, which I think would be quite cool. So again, sun yellow. This is vibrant. It is stunning. So I'm going to go where the bigger blobs are. Wherever not. There we go. Absolutely stunning. And again, just a little bit of water, just where there's nothing going on. And I just want to watch that colour. Boom. It's like an explosion. Absolutely love it. Let me get my magical brush. And again, we're just going to manipulate that ink around and let it come down, let it blob down. Don't bother me. You can move it. If it's too much for you, you get your tissue, just dab it off. Don't be shy. Yeah. Now, when you're recreating this, hi Kay, good morning. Are the oracles on? Any links that you need, Kay's your lady. If she doesn't know it, it ain't Lavinia. It's as simple as that. And Kay's work is absolutely stunning. Posted some beautiful stuff up this morning. So let me just get dabbing away here. So again, it's not always about having that crazy spray and thinking, oh gosh, I've just ruined it. No, just out of curiosity, I want to just do a bit of a purple and yellow, because purple and yellow are like your go-to sort of colours, aren't they, really, for we are then midnight blue. Does that look purpley? Let's have a look. Oh, I better shake it first. Yeah, so if there's any advice that you need with regards to Lavinia, links, stamps, anything, Kay will know the answer. Now that's very, oh look at that lovely blob there. That's very, very dark. So this is called Midnight Blue and it looks purple to me. And that's why I'm using it. So, I don't know. We'll see. Let's give it a squirt. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm liking that. Okay. So, I've put a lot. Now, I don't even know if I'm even going to bother putting a bit of water. Yeah, go on. We'll put a little bit of water on just where that big blob is. Yeah, let's have a bit of movement. There we go. So, again, that looks absolutely fabulous. So, let's just dry it off. It's true though, okay? No thanks needed, my dear. That is you. Amazing. So, let's get this dry. Now, although this isn't thick, it absorbs really well. And this is why I like these as my practice. So you have got that sort of purple-esque in the background, which is nice. Now I did say, I'm addicted to it, I know. I did say to Amanda, I'm going to be decanting today, because, you know, I don't know what I'm going to decant. I've got my glass of water, so I'll have a gobful here and there. But let's whack this out the way. So these bits of paper here now, if you're one that likes to scrapbook and create things from bits of paper, you can add more colour onto this if you want. And then you can then do off your corners and stick them on and layer different projects with them. But because the colour is so vibrant, don't let's spray carrot. Hold on. So I could have. Oh look, let me put it on there. Okay, let's do that. A little bit of a twist now. Hold on, people. Let me get a bit of water. Let's see how well this holds a double bashing. Oh, look at that now. So I'm glad I've done that now. That's gorgeous, but I do like what it's done on there. So hold on. Do I make junk journals? I'm going to actually probably, once everything's settled, I've got a couple of holidays coming up. So once I get them done, I am actually going to probably do, maybe of a Sunday, instead of it being backgrounds galore, I'm going to actually start doing some sort of junk journals, or doing journals of different things, just whatever you guys are into, because everyone's into different things, aren't they? I am completely away with the fairies, totally. I don't know how I hold a full-time job then, if I'm honest. Oh, you have to be mad in this world. Right. I'm quite liking that. And if you don't want to keep this as a tag, rip it up and put it into like your junk journal, your scrap. I actually like that effect. I really do. So, and this is like Sunday to me is my playtime with you. So I'm actually learning these as well as you. Now there is a white. I have done a spray on the white, but unless it's particular where you want to lighten it down or anything like that, it's not one of my go-tos. I'll be honest with you. That's me personally, by the way. That's nothing. A full-time job looking after you, like, you know something. Me and Mandy were saying that just the other day. It is definitely. It's good fun though. We had so much fun. If you had joined us Friday with Amanda, that was so much fun. So yeah, you never know. Watch this space and all the rest of it. So anyway, we're going off on tangents again. So if you want to keep that, we'll use this and spray on it as we go. So we might utilise that later. So I want to do some blood. I didn't need my job to pay for stamps. I know, honestly, I can totally like bond with you on that, Catherine. It's one of them, isn't it? Right, so let's get down to the madness. In fact, I'm going to put it on here so we get some splats and craziness on here. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. Bless you. Trudy, honestly. It gave us lots of ideas, though, which could also be very dangerous. Well, oh, yeah, I suppose so. But, yeah. No, it was really good fun. So I'm glad everybody enjoyed Friday. And I didn't take away, obviously, because all you lot were there for our man, didn't it? So as long as I didn't spoil your tie-in, because, like, she made such a beautiful card. Absolutely stunning. Now, blood splatters. So all I'm doing is cranberry red. Now, let's put it back on. Let's give it a shake. Now, you can put a big splodge in a corner, like so, which could be a big blood drop. And then we've got a nice drip. But that's like one heavy drip. So let's drip it somewhere else. Like onto there. So we're not going to waste. I don't do waste. Now, you can blow it if you want to splot it out. But I love, next time you two are together, I'll wear my, honestly, I'm going to be, tenors, I'll probably have 3 on the next time I go. We had such a laugh. It was absolutely hilarious. Loved it. We loved it. Now, all I'm going to do now is just, I don't know, let it blob, let it splodge. No, just play around with it. There is no right or wrong with this, because this is your card for Halloween. So on this now, to me, that's plenty of blood splatters. I like that. So I'll let that soak in. I'll dry it off in a minute. This one here, now this was the one that we done the claret spray on and, you know, splodged out with a bit of water. I really like that. So I am actually... Morning, Ruth. Morning, Kim. I'll never oh, bless. Oh, I'm glad we surprised you and you enjoyed it. So some people are very, you know, it was Amanda's time sort of thing, and I well, I just popped round basically to keep her company. We just had such a laugh, and then away it went, didn't it? So let's put that there. Okay. So as I was saying, with regard to Halloween, you're going to a party, you wrap up a gift, you know, make your own wrapping paper as well, splodge it out, wrap it up. Do not go into the shops and go and spend silly money on wrapping paper. I enjoyed you chatting. So enjoyed you chatting. Oh, good, Karen. I'm glad you did. Morning, Kathy. So let's put them over there to dry. We're getting splatters on this. Fabulous. So I'm going to do up a bit higher now. And I'm only going to do half a press. It's very difficult to do half a press with these because you want to just go with the flow. So again, I'm still using this cranberry red, which I find very, very good for blood. Let's just take it. Oh, it's all on me now. Crikey. Covering the place. Now I just want to, now the clarity is more of a purple, so I'm not going to bring that in, but I just want to just leave that maybe a splatter. So let's get the hairdryer on. Let's just give it a little bit of oomph here. So on here, if you've got like, you can use whatever sentiments you want at the end of the day. You can put on a happy Halloween. Oh, let me know how clear as well my signal is for where I am. I've got a new little room. I've got a room now. Well, I've got a section. So, bless me, Dad done me some shelves, and I've got a little area now where I can do me filming. So yeah, hopefully this is the right place. It's all nice and clear, nice and crystal. You can hear and see everything that you need to. Now, as you can see, if you dab off, you're going to take off some of the ink, and I don't mind because I'm splattering it over. Now, another thing, obviously with it being blood, and if you're doing some sort of clear and loving the new setup, okay, thank you. Is your air dryer a hair dryer? No, it's an embossing heat tool. Living, you do sell bits and bobs. Have a look. Nearly NEC, perfect clarity, Anarchy. OMG. I'm proud of that one then, if I'm NEC clarity, and all that. Right, so I've wiped off quite a bit, but I just want to put on a fingerprint or two, because if we're at a blood scene and it's Halloween, why ever not? It just means that somebody can manipulate your fingerprints if need be. So just be mindful of who you're sending the card to. If you want to go down them roads. But me personally, why not? Because it just adds that little bit of you to it. So fingerprints, messiness, all good fun. So again, let's just oh, we've got bleepy blompings all over the place. Feel free, I have got my pad on over at the one side, so if I miss a question, just repeat it. And obviously once I've finished recording, I will you're doing I am doing very Dexter. We've got blood splatters, why ever not? But it just gives you an idea, because Halloween is coming. You can whack some witches on here. I mean, I have, we can always stamp these out in a minute. I've got just a couple more to continue with. But Halloween, it's blood, it's finger, I don't know, it's a crime scene, very Dextery, definitely. Here we go. Okay, the Oracle is on it. If you look at your comments now, you will see that Kay's just popped on the heat gun. Fabulous as well, I might say. If you need any advice, or you're unsure about a stamp somebody's posted, Kay is the Oracle. There is no ifs, ands and buts about it. I'm just telling you as it is. Right, so again, cranberry. If you want to do Halloween, I'm going to say they're your colours. Bright orange and cranberry. Right, so I'm going to spray, and I'm going to try and do between the two a nice big one there. Oh, that's all right, that is. So I'm going to, a bit at the top, yeah, and a bit there and a bit there. So that's quite. Now, while it's wet, and like I said, it's a blood scene, I did say it was going to be messy. Let's get messy. So, blood, let's just, maybe a couple of bits here. Yeah, what do you reckon? So, if anybody wins and requests the tags, you're going to have my fingerprints, which might not be the best. But, it's all good fun. if I am going to be doing a crime to somebody out there, just let me know in advance so I know. But again, this is a, oh crumbs, it's everywhere. Hold on. Maybe it might be a case if I put things on properly. I did tell you it was messy. You ain't been crafting if you ain't covered in something. That's all I'll say. Let's get some splatters on anyway. A good old crime scene's always got splatters of blood everywhere. Now, if you're really sort of OCD and you think, you know, I really want, you know, some, put them where you want. If not, just randomly put them wherever. Okay, so to me, they will make perfect. You know, if you're a baker and you're going to make some cakes for neighbours and friends, these would be brilliant just to put on as tags. Do you use cardboard boxing cones to spray? Nah, I've got this. That's just another thing to clutter my area up. Because I've moved from where I was, I'd say yes, no problem at all, Diane. However, because I'm where I am now, I'm just going to cover the place. Plain and simple. I'll do my own artwork on the wall. Oh dear me. But it just means I'd have to redecorate, or I'd just have to stick more artwork up just to hide things probably. Tissue right, but yes, totally. I have actually got a roll of rice paper. It is fabulous, but I'm liking what it's doing. And like I say, if you do junk journaling or you know, any sort of thing that you think, oh, I want to recycle, do a bit on there. I'm quite liking the mess I'm causing. So I'm going to let them dry. So there we go. Let's now pop something on there maybe. Like I say, it's one of them. So let's just quickly, I would say I'm decanting my box now. I've got to try and get decanting in as much as possible, but it's going to be one of them. Right, I've got the lovely verse. It's 3 AM. You know that one? Fabulous. And I'm going to get the swirls. They're not used enough. I love the swirls. Maybe put a branch in. Maybe a little tree. Okay, let's just go with that, because I don't want to overdo this, because I want to try and just do a couple of moons for you as well, because I know people have been saying to me they're struggling with moons, so I just want to give you a very quick moon rundown. So bear in mind I'm using really cheapy packs. Now I've got two Nocturne pads. One is very juicy with nothing on the back, and then one is very used, and that was June. It was that was brand new in June, and it's like dead already. So this one that's been really used is the one I use for when I put on. Let me just dampen it a little bit. When I put on any verses or anything, because I find it comes through very, very nicely for me. Let me find. Like I say, I'm all over the place still. Yeah, let me have a look. There we go. I think that's what I need. Right there. There you go. Okay, so let's put that down. Now I haven't got lines, so if I'm crooked you can shout at me later, I don't mind. Make sure also, yeah, no, feel free. This is what this is. Right, okay, in the chat, if you've got anything at all that you want to share, feel free, put it in there. I am not precious about sharing advice, information. This isn't like my show or anything like that. This is us all together. So Diane, goodness me, share away. I might even learn something. Yep, so sharing's caring, as you know, both me and Man say sharing is caring. So it's 3 AM, fabulous verse, and I'm just going to jot it here and there on this lovely blood splatter. And then if you want the full verse, pop it on. Now as I say, it's a, there you go, let's just really, you know. And then, you know me, off it comes. And then if you just want to kiss it here and there, do that. So I love the way that is. I'm going to put a little bit of white on. Let's use it again. Let's just stick to finger stamping. It's so much easier. It's just, you just don't know what you're going to get, if I'm honest. Because I like the randomness of it. So I'm not going to overdo. I love this swirl. In fact, I'm going to actually put that on there. So, oh, honestly, she's got a new way now. She loved the finger stamping. She really enjoyed it. It's quite fun, actually, because I think it's very therapeutic. For me, anyway. I find, because I'm detached, I like to feel, I'm a bit of a weird one. I just like to connect with what I'm doing. So that's, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, you need, you know, you need your blocks for certain things, no doubt about it. But if I can get away and not do it, then so be it. Now again, do them in different directions. You know, it hasn't got to be, it's got to be that way. No, load of nonsense. You do what you like. There is no, it's got to be like that. If you're into messy crafter, I'm sorry, I'm probably doing your OCD now, but look how beautiful that looks now. So we've got some with the writing on, we've got some with lovely swirls on. Hi Tatty. It's very much quicker as well, totally. Now, let's pop a tree on. Let's just pop that across there. Now, obviously, I've not got a juicy pad. I need a juicy pad if I'm not doing like little bitty background sort of thing. And let's have a look. I'm going to pop that here. Let's pop it down there. Again, we're just playing, you know, and that's why I'm not using any expensive products. I'm just seeing how things are looking. You know, I mean, here, for instance, you can quite easily put an owl. You can have a fairy sitting in the tree. You can turn this around. Yeah, let's turn it around. Put branches down here. You know, you can do whatever you like, really. And that stamp hasn't got to be used fully. You can just do a couple of little edges. So already that's got a different look to it. You put on, you know, if you get a little card and you want to just write a little verse, put that on. That'll be fabulous. On the back, it's going to be a mess. Spray it off. Have you designed any of your tattoos? I was actually a tattoo artist for over 15 years, so I do design a lot, yes. The ones that you're seeing, a lot of them have been done by my children. And a lot of them are very random. Obviously, the other ones are around the rest of my body, which you can't say, I'm afraid to say, because I've got a lot of tattoos. Yes, she would look very nice on the branch. Dana would. Totally. Good spot, Sylvia. But yeah, I love designing. I love creating. I love being able to touch what I'm doing. So that's a little bit about me there that you know. So yes, I was a tattoo artist, yeah, about 15 years, if not longer. So lovely, these little spirit trees, absolutely gorgeous. So let's pop some of these on. So I've got a nice lovely block there. Now, when you're doing this, an amazing tattooist, thank you Tatty. I've known Tatty a few years. I've tattooed her. I had such good fun in the studio back in the day. Now the tree, now look at that. You haven't got to have a tree full stop done. You can do a spiral of this. You can do it as a repeat pattern. You can add little bits here and there. Nothing says that a tree has got to be a tree. Not in my book. There you go. Now look at that. How beautiful does that look? So that gives you that idea. Now, before we run out of time, I am going to have a play about with some moon. Proud of, oh, that's nice. Thank you ever so much, Tat. That's very kind of you. Bless you. Yes, I was very, very touched by a lot of people over many years. Very loyal customers. And a lot of different stories that I've heard people go through in life. Very, very touching and an emotional role that I've done. So thank you, Tatty. Love that your children inked you. Yes, my son's tattooed me. I've also tattooed my children. Of age, of course, nothing illegal. I'm very, very strict about doing things correctly by the book, I might add. So yeah, all my children are grown up. My eldest is 36. So yeah, and I have got a whole crowd of grandchildren, 11 in total. So that's a little bit more about me that you know now. Okay, so let's see what we got on our blood splattered background. So we have got, obviously they're all creased up and all over the place, but we've got blood splatters on that. Now just to edge these, let me just get some scorched timber. So those are the oxide inks. Let's bring in a mix of stuff now, and this will bring in very nicely. Well, you don't look old enough. Oh, I'm old, trust me. I'm on HRT patches, for God's sake. I got wrinkles. Trust me, I'm old. Now, soft brush. And all I'm going to do is literally brush down the sides. And if you want to, I ain't precious again about my artwork. Right? We're playing. We are absolutely plain at the minute. Yeah. So for me, this is all about creating a look. And if I think to myself, I'm not liking that, I've got one which I've done black soot on. So whatever I've got on the back of that, maybe, let me get the black soot, because I want a little bit of an urge of more. So you've started me off on the oxides now. Yes, I'm well into my 50s. Going strong. I've gone through cancer. I've had all sorts of things going in my private life, but hey, oh, that's another story. Private life is private, but what I'm willing to share with you guys, I will share. So that's enough about my nonsense. Now let's crack on with this. My born was 88. Oh, okay, Christmas is 12. Oh, that's nice. I actually had, yeah, my son was 88. An F-Reg, that's how I remembered the car registrations. He was an F-Reg. My son was. Ain't it weird? It's weird what you remember. Now, so that's black soot on that. Black soot on that one. Let's pop some browns on. So let's so they're done. Yeah, let's pop a brown on that. So yellow and brown always complement nice. So again, a bit like brushing your teeth. Yeah, take it in. Don't be shy. You're not ruining anything. Honestly, it's right. He's an F-Reg. Ask any bloke that you're sitting next to. 1988, is that an F-Reg, darling? And then you'll sound dead professional. I did. Yeah, he's an F-Reg. The F that I'll use against him now would not be an F-Reg, but there you go. Love him to bits. Right, so let's pop that there. There we go. So all we're doing now is just giving it that rawity. And again, look how that's changed it. So these tags, people will probably keep these and throw the cake. Well, if I'm baking them anyway, let's put it like that. Oh, bless you. You're very kind, Linda. I think sometimes it's just nice to know the person that you're dealing with, isn't it? You know, I'm all about, you know, sharing, caring and all that. Let's get some purple, because purple complements. If you get yourself a colour wheel, the opposite colour of green is purple. So let's pop some purple on these. Let me get my wilted violet out. And I'll tell you what, let's get a darker one. Let's get, there we go. Vanillus Potion. I always wonder if I'm saying this right. Right, what you'll realise with me as well, when I post, I can't spell. Please, I am not offended by it, you know. So there's going to be things I post and I think, oh, tough. What you see is what you get with me. But yeah, I can't spell. So, and I can't pronounce some words as well. That's just me. I ain't been diagnosed with anything. I've got no intention of getting diagnosed with anything. I am what I am. Plain and simple. But for those of you who have been diagnosed, I understand you. That's all I'll say. Right then, so there we go. So look how the purple's lifted the green now. Yep. There you go. So let's pop a little bit on here. And I'm going to pop this one down and just smudge, as you can see. Because the ink is still wet and it hasn't dried off, we can actually have like a nice smudging effect now. And especially if there's areas that you think, I don't like the way that's, you know, hit there. Then look at that. See how it's rubbed? Yeah. So again, another effect there. So this is why I always say, have a play on scrap first. Or international names I'm stuck with. I'll end up giving you a nickname you probably don't want. And then I might offend you in another language. So I apologise for that as well. I'll just apologise for everything. So anyway, there's... It's always good fun when I'm around. Trust me. Mandy will tell you that now. Oh dear me. Such fun. So let me just get a... Let's get a bit of paper. Hold on. Just so you can see what we've done. Because we're going to do some moons next. Okay. So there's your tags. Fabulous for Halloween, I hope you agree with me. Yes? I didn't even know I sent a comment saying, it's all right. That's Gremlins, Fiona. Welcome to my world. They're lovely little devils. They get you into so much trouble, a gremlin does. It shows you the colours that go together. Exactly, they do. Yes, a colour wheel. So, I've got two on my wall. They give me the primary, secondary and the terrestrial colours. Those are your ones that complement to the side of the colours. So your yellows, your greens, your blues, purples, reds, oranges, etc. But then I can also, my colour wheel, let me just take it off the wall. There you go. So my colour wheel, you can move it around. So if I'm stuck about a colour and I think, like for a red for instance, I think my opposite colour, your opposite colours are usually the ones that you'll go with. Hi Kathleen, welcome. You know, so these are brilliant. And this one's obviously got a front and a back as well. So if ever you're unsure, these are absolutely bad. And it tells you all that. So if you want a bit of kit, go online and just print one off. You know, I'm not telling you to go out there and spend a fortune on them. I don't even know where this one came from, if I'm honest with you. But it stayed with me from my tattooing days. Because as a tattooist, you need to know when you're doing a piece of artwork on somebody that's on them for life, that making sure you're doing the right things. So there's your tags. Let's crack on. Right, okay. So let's put them over there. Tags over there. So where? So okay. Moons. Now I am using a different stamp. This isn't Lavinia. So this is Tim Holtz, and it is the moon mask. So voila, there's 3 on there. Now I had these and I thought, oh okay, but after watching Mand do her moons with the print and then the secondary print, I can also turn around and put that one in today. So I'm just going to quickly do a demonstrate with these 3. So in the moon mask set you get 3. So like I say, I'm not watching anybody. This is my own little thing. So, you know, but I just want to show you how quick and easy just to give. Impossible to get your hands on these. This has just arrived. So I messaged Alison Bomber and I messaged Tim Holtz and said, right, where in the UK are these? And I did actually find somewhere that got them in stock after they both pointed me into a direction. So, yes, they are difficult to get, but there are some in the UK. So, yes, that's all I can say on that one. So, I've got them. I only ordered them last week and they're here. So, I just want to give you an idea on this, okay? So, again, from this, I'm going to cut this down. I've got 3, yeah? So, from that piece of card there, I'll get 3 tags. But let me just show you. Let's whack them over here. And I'll cut them down if we've got time. Let me get a piece of card for starters. Now, I'll probably do them a little different. But this is such a nice, quick and easy way. So let's pop it like that. Can you see that? In fact, I'll pop it like that. I'll do it that way so you've got a better... So I'm going to do a larger one there, that one there, and a smaller one down here. One in the middle, one there. Yeah? Okay. We'll do it like that. Now for this, let me get me go-to. Pumice Stone and Hickory Smoke. And then I am also going to use a bit of scorched timber. Possibly some black soot. And I'm going to have a little bit of, in the background, a bit of wilted violet. There's a lot going on for a moon, but it's not just the moon. It's obviously, you've got to think of the background, so that's what we're all about. I'll put a link on after this, all right. So I'm not going to say them on air, but I'll put a link on. I've also got Faded Jeans and Uncharted Mariner. So let me just get this set up out the way. I'm going to leave them down there. Let me get those bits out the way. And so we need a blue brush, I need a grey brush, possibly the black brush, and purple brush, and a brown brush. There we go. So let's put the brushes out the way. Right, so yes, hopefully Susan, well, this is my way. And again, it's not a right way and it's not a wrong way, but this is my way. Okay, so I'm going to start first with the blue brush and I'm going to put the blue down. So you can see we've got this coming through. And once we finish this, you can cut these and do tags. I've got them off Amazon. Oh, fabulous. There you go. Tim Holtz Moon Mask. There you go. I'm going to start with Faded Jeans. And all I'm going to do is load up my brush. And I'm going to start in the middle. Now, obviously, this is going to be a central sort of thing. So, all I'm going to do is just, not move it. That'll, let's put it there. There you go. This is going to be your background of a card. Now, when you put on whatever stamps you're using with these scenes, yeah, I'd probably say, you know, you do it lighter, darker in an area. whichever. So this is the larger one in the corner. So this larger one, let me put that down here so I can, there you go. I want quite a bit of darkness too because we want the impact. Okay. Let's put that on there. Okay. So then the smaller one, I'm going to hold in the middle. And that will probably be the bottom part of the card, as this will be the top if I'm going to make it into a tag. So the top I want is a darker, yeah. And now if you guys are saying, oh, I've gone from here and there, if you want to share a link, feel free. Because I know other people that are looking for them might be able to get in, you know, while we're here. And sharing's caring, you know. If not, you know, if you've got them from somewhere you don't want to share, just be mindful of other people. So there you go. Right, so Uncharted Mariner. So I'm just going to go over this. So this is layering now. So look how dark that's brought that now. Fabulous. I don't want it too dark, but we want it dark enough. And then I want to bring it over. So we're getting those mixes of the colours now. Okay. And again, holding. If it moves, make sure you move it back. Otherwise we'll have a disaster. Well, not really. It's one of them. I'll just go with it. We'll change it into something. Are they solid circles? I'll show you in a second. Hold on. I'm doing something. I'm in the middle of this, but okay. I'll lift this one up. These are solid circles, okay? So they're like they're good. You know, they're not going to bend. They're brilliant, okay? So let me just put that back down there for you. Right. So now I'm going to put that over there because we'll probably come back into it. I'm just going to take out that bit of cloud. So the whole of this card, we've got 3 moons. I mean, this you could make a card yourself on these. So I'm going to bring that around like so. Now, put that brush over there. I'm now going into the grey. And I want my pumice stone, the lighter. Now, you can use a lighter colour, but I like the way the pumice stone gives this. And then you were like, oh, bless you. There you go, Anne. Welcome. Welcome to the madhouse. That's all I'll say. Oh, dear me. Right, so I'm now going to soften and blend in what we've already put on. So when you add this grey, it just gives you that sort of atmosphere. And that's what you're looking for, because if you want to blend out sort of, we might go over the time scale as well, by the way, I'm sure you don't mind. You're on detention again. Cheapest from Amazon. Sylvia, you're very kind. Thank you for sharing. So there you go. If you're looking for any information there, Sylvia just popped a link up. Right, so, and obviously the Tim Holt, these distressed oxides that I'm using were brought from Lavinia. So, you know, they have a fabulous range. Hi Lisa, welcome. They have a fabulous range at the Lavinia shop with regards to the Tim Holtz oxides. I love the oxides. However, you can also use your elements for this. Water-based, you can spritz yourself, you can sprinkle water on. We can have a bit of a rainy scene if you wanted to, which we might do towards the end. So you can see I'm actually taking this cloud all the way over. Now, while we've still got those circles doing, I'm going to get the wilted violet out now. So, let's get my purple brush. Let's put that one down. Now, I will say, I know that, well, I've just used these previously, so I just want to see what I've actually got on the brush. I just want to put a bit of atmosphere in now, so not too much. Everywhere I've just searched, they're out of stock. Oh, like I say, where I've got them from, let me see if they're still in stock and I'll put it on. So, bear with, people, bear with. Obviously, I'm not going to do it in the middle of this because I'm doing this with you guys now. But when you just put that bit of, when you look at a cloud, it's not just jet black or it's not blue. Break down the colours you're looking at. So when you look at a flower, you're not just going to see a yellow flower. There's going to be bits of light yellow, white, a bit of orange, maybe a bit of light green. And it's the same with the sky. So put those little bit of extras in. So wilted violet. So I'm just going to bring, whoop, let's put that there. Let's bring it up around here. There we go. Just where that bit of depth is. Keep your the mask on. Okay. There we go. Now look at that, how that's brought that to life. So let's whack them out the way. So we've got 3 lovely circles now. Okay, they're very, very good. Okay, so I'm going to put them over there. Now back to pumice stone. Now when you look at a moon, I love looking at the moon because it's got so much different stuff involved. So pumice stone, or you can use lost shadow. I'm going to start with lost shadow because I want a bit of lightness on my brush, because obviously we've just done a bit of dark here and there. So lost shadow, nice and light. Now all I want to do now is gently from the bottom end. See how we got that lovely blur off that line? Because that line is quite harsh, let's take it into the moon. Yeah, so look at that. So I'm going to leave that top end white of the card, okay, and I've just blended, look at that. Yeah, so already you've got that lovely moon sort of, hopefully you can see. Let me bring it down a little bit. There you go. I didn't realise I wasn't sort of in with you guys. And I'm going to do the same again with this one. So I'm going to just gently go around the moon. I'm thinking maybe just that bit there, just as that cast of shadow. And I'm going to do the same with this one. Now I know that if I cut this into a tag, this is going to be the top. So I'm going to bring it from this end now. Okay, but if you want to go around and just take that harsh line off, just gently pull the ink away. Yeah, okay. So already we've sort of got that atmosphere building up. So that was with the lost shadow. Been looking for, I cannot find them in. I've messaged Lavina and asked if they're doing. I get you, Terry, I get you. Pumice stone. Now let's pop a bit on. Now if you're not sure what you've got on your brush, go on an area and see what you're working with, yeah, or even just go around blending out. So I'm going to start with the large one, and I'm going to start with, obviously this is the bit that's going to come through that you're going to go, and then this is going to be left white. So I want some depth there. So all I'm going to do now is hold it into place. And I've got my pumice stone, let's put it down there so we can, that's it, so I can hit it, okay? And, yeah. So I'm just going to go on to that and just start to load that ink. Now, with there already being that base layer on, that's going to give me very, very light. So then I'm thinking to myself, well, we need to go a little bit darker. So let me get the lid off that, and I want to add, let me get my hickory smoking. So we've already got that lovely little bit of a base. Now when you look at the moon, there's craters on there, there's a lot of depth in a moon, more so, and that's why I think people sort of struggle a little bit. So holding it down again, if it moves, make sure all your little lines all marry up. There you go. Okay, thank you, Marie. But it's something you can do now you've watched me do it. And all I'm going to do is just gently, not heavily with my brush, just here and there, just so I'm catching some of those edges. So I'm just flicking, flick, 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 yeah. And I'm just going to bring that little bit around. So when I move it, that's what you've got. Okay. Not forgetting the old man. I know, it's right. Now, because I've already got that little bit of ink in, if you think to yourself you just want to bring it, just take that little edge if you need to. Leave that lighter bit there. Yeah. And I'm just going to take that edge there. Now, you can put white highlights on this, which I'll show you in a bit. But let me just get these ones on here. Now, on this one, if you've only got hickory smoke, for instance, I'm going to put this one down. And I'm going to pop that on like so. And I'm going to do this very lightly with what's on the brush already. So I want to just pick up some of those areas. Now, if you're putting something to go across it, lift it and look. Now you see how very delicate that looks now. That's the one. There you go. You found it. I didn't even have to tell you. Tracy's found where I got mine from. Art from the Heart. There you go. Have the masks in stock. I have just ordered mine. Lisa, you are a star. Thank you. You are very welcome. Tracy, well done. Good find, Trace. So, but if you ask Alison or Tim, that's who they'll tell you to go for in the UK. So there's your little sharing's caring. So if you want it a little bit darker, you just go over it again, just in places. Yeah. So I can see, look at the difference now. So that just gives you that moon effect. And again, if you want to blend it out, just take it around and just take the harsh line off. But again, you can pull that line with the white anyway. Only 9 left ordered. When there you go, Sylvia. There you are. Right, let's get the smaller one. So now your moons are going to be banging. What can I say, you guys? You're on it. So I'm going to do this one up. Remember, this if I'm doing this into a tag, people are going to look up this way. So I want that to be at the bottom. Or let's bring it round a little bit. Let's have a bit of difference on this one. So there you are. So let's just bring that round there and bring that round there. So we're doing well for time. You're still with me. We're only going to go slightly over. Nothing major, guys. So just blend out your edges so you haven't got that harsh. Because sometimes you can look and you think, oh God, look how hard that looks. You know, and it's just like, it looks like you just stamped it on and plonked it on. Don't be shy to blend out. Now I have got a little white brush. And again, just to take that softness off that harsh line. There you go. Okay. So now you can get some nice black and start to stamp up. I'm just going to get me a cutter. Let's put the lid on this. So we've done quite some nice tags today, actually. Let me get my cutter. Let's just get that up. So let's do 3 tags. Ooh, bye on. Wrecking the place, people. Wrecking the place. Let's start with the smaller one first. Sorry if you can't see this fully, but I'm just going to, we'll do about here, I think. What we're going to do, about 2.5, yeah. Yeah, 2.5, maybe just over with that one. Right, there we are. Everything's done nicely. So there's one. I quite like that. Could even be a card, that one could. Let me just take that down there. So we've got a tag. That could be the backing. We might actually utilise this in a couple of bits and bobs, peeps. There we are. Right, so from that now, I reckon we've got a tag and 2 cards. Fronts at least, 2 toppers. So let me just get those out the way. Let's pop a bit of plain paper down so you can see what we've got. So for your backgrounds now, you all know where to get your moons from. So I've got that card. Now, you know me, sandpaper, I'll sandpaper that off and take. But next week, we'll actually do something with these cards. Okay. I'm going to do that as a tag. So maybe put some branches or some nice leaves. I might even add some of the dry. So we'll go very Alison Bomber. Have some of those dry poppy heads and some dry grasses maybe on that one. We can put some browns on it. Same with this one. We can have a lovely thing, some hills, have that as a focal point and maybe have a river. So have a think about what you want to do. Have a play. And I'm sure we're going to start seeing a lot of moon-esque things in the groups and that. But, you know, for today, I think you've done really well. Let me just get a bit of paper and I'll put down exactly what you've done. Crafty Divas in Australia have stock. There you go. It's all coming out now, people. We know where the stock is. So, like I say, I'm a Lavinia girl through and through. But sometimes, you know, you want different things. I don't know whether to do that way or that way. That's an interesting one. So that will be there and then that will be there. So you've got yourself 3 cards. You're very welcome, Terry. And then we've got an absolute madness of tags. Let's put these, where can you see it? I'll put these tags down here. So today's madness, there we go. And as I say, these will go, so all the tags will be together. So that'll be one big block of tags that you get if you decide to choose tags. We will get these done next week. And we'll actually turn these into a nice scene, whether it's something with a bit of scenery in, maybe very Alison Bomber, like I say, with some dry poppies and some of the scorched timber, bringing that up, softening these images. But that's today. Sundays is all about background, so you've learned how to do a very atmospheric background with clouds. Okay, so it looks like wherever was left in the UK will probably be sold out for the moon masks. Fair play to you. But, you know, it's nice to have that alternative, peeps, you know, because I love the one I've got with regards to Lavinia, but it just doesn't give me that little bit of a twist. But I will actually have a play with what Amanda showed us with that double secondary print. So that might actually be another way. So again, thank you so much. Enjoy your Sunday lunches if you're cooking. Depending on where you are in the world, have a fabulous day. And I look forward to what we create. Blood splatters and moon. Oh, Halloween's coming. Love you all so much. Thank you again for joining me. And I'll see you all soon. Ta-ra, everybody. Bye-bye.